Namaste and respect to the senior members of HomeNet South Asia and warm greetings to other colleagues. My sincere gratitude to HomeNet South Asia for giving me this opportunity to say a few words in this Zoom link on the occasion of 16 days of activism. On behalf of Sathi and myself, I want to wish all of you happy 16 days of activism. Let every day be celebrated with values to address the issues that ends gender-based violence and discrimination of women. This year's global theme of 16 days of activism, Orange the World, Fund, Response, Prevent, Collect, has powerful meaning. Due to COVID-19 pandemic, there has been a spike in domestic violence reporting and the situation where the rule of law, health and shelters are being diverted to address the pandemic. So let us unite together to collect funds, to respond to pandemic, to prevent people, especially women, from being infected more. Now I want to introduce my organization and myself. Sathi is based in Nepal and is the pioneering organization to address the contemporary issues of domestic and gender-based violence on women and children, and is also the first organization to start shelter service for survivors of domestic and gender-based violence. Sathi operates 4 women shelters and 5 children's shelters. And now I want to introduce myself. I am Uma Shah, the co-founder of Sathi in 1992 and have been serving in the organization as the president since 2016. Sathi is one of the consortium partner of HomeNet South Asia since 2013. Being the partner of HomeNet South Asia, Sathi has been supporting the home-based workers in 4 pockets of Kathmandu. During our course of interaction with the home-based workers, we have noticed and felt that the home-based worker women have encountered various dimensions of violence in their lives, such as domestic violence, economic violence, social and legal violence. Home-based workers take up paid work that they can do in their houses in order to balance care responsibility with the needs to earn an extra income. But what they get in return is physical, sexual and emotional violence from their husbands, partners, grown-up children and in-laws if they are staying in an extended family scenario. Their contribution to ease the financial pressure in the house is hardly acknowledged, and they hardly get to hear few words of care, love and sympathy. Sometimes the hard-earned money is also stolen by their alcoholic husbands. Now I come to the economic violence. Globally, a large mass of population are home-based workers, and then they contribute immensely to the economy of the country. Home-based workers are not subjected to domestic violence alone, but sexual, physical, and economical violence from the contractor when they go to get the raw materials or to get their paychecks. Many home-based workers are subcontracted and represent the very bottom of value chains. The little money they earn for their piece rate work is also a type of violence, one that is enforced by the contractor who refuses to pay a decent rate, delay or withhold payments, and subject women workers to psychological violence. Home-based workers also go through social and legal violence. Many of them migrate to different areas of the community looking for better jobs. Mostly the communities do not welcome them wholeheartedly, so they suffer from prejudice and are judged on their income and status of living. Most important violence that the home-based workers undergo is not having the citizenship, a legal document required for many situations. And in this scenario, I'm talking about Nepal. Without citizenship, their work cannot be registered in labor ministry, depriving them of having access to marketplace. They miss out opportunity while claiming for relief package during calamities in their hometown, miss out on to apply for better jobs opportunities, and to name a few. And this is all because they don't have a citizenship. And for this, I strongly advocate for this ratification of C-190. And having said this, I hope this year's campaign of 16 days of activism, the issues of informal sector workers will be highlighted so that they can lead a dignified life without any type of violence. If wishes were granted, I wish for every single day to be free of violence, discrimination to women and children, and to all living beings on this earth. Thank you. Stay safe, stay happy.